Imagine waking up one sunny morning to find a surprise invitation to a very special safari. Now hold your horses. This isn't just any ordinary safari where we look at animals through binoculars. Oh no, this safari is one of a kind. It's a science safari. Picture this, a journey that takes us through the wild wonders of science, exploring the mysteries that have baffled the greatest minds and discovering the answers in the most enjoyable and playful way possible. From the jungle of jungle cats to the river of reptiles, from the towering mountain of metamorphosis to the sun-drenched plains of photosynthesis, the Science Safari is a thrilling roller coaster ride that promises to be as enlightening as it is exhilarating. So, are you ready to dive headfirst into the thrilling world of science? To uncover secrets, solve riddles, and have a whale of a time while doing it? Are you ready to embark on this thrilling adventure? Great! So buckle up, explorers! First stop, the jungle of jungle cats. But wait, what makes these cats different from your pet cat at home? Well, let's embark on this adventure to find out. You see, jungle cats, unlike our cuddly friends at home, have some pretty cool adaptations that help them thrive in the wild. For instance, their sharp claws and powerful legs help them climb trees and catch prey, while their keen eyesight and hearing make them excellent hunters even in the dark. Now, you might be wondering why your pet cat can't do all these things. That's because our domestic cats have adapted to a different kind of environment, our homes. They don't need to hunt for food or climb trees to escape predators. Instead, they've become experts in getting cuddles, catching toy mice, and of course, napping in the sunniest spot of the house. Isn't it amazing how each creature is perfectly adapted to its environment? Now, on to our next stop. Welcome to the River of Reptiles. Can you guess why reptiles love hanging around water? Let's dive into this fascinating world of scaly creatures. You see, some reptiles are semi-aquatic, which means they spend part of their time in water and part of their time on land. But why would they want to do that? Well, it's all about survival. Water acts as a fantastic hideout from predators. And it's also a great spot for hunting prey. Imagine being able to sneak up on your dinner undetected. Pretty handy, right? And let's not forget about temperature. Reptiles are cold-blooded, meaning they can't regulate their body heat like we can. So they use water to help cool down when it gets too hot and to warm up when it's too cold. Who knew being a reptile could be so complex? So, reptiles have their unique way of living, don't they? But the safari isn't over yet. Now, we're at the Mountain of Metamorphosis. Do you know what metamorphosis means? It's a big word, isn't it? But it's not as scary as it sounds. Metamorphosis is a magical process that some animals go through as they grow up. It's like they completely change their outfits in the middle of a party. Can you imagine that? Take a caterpillar, for example. It starts off as a little squiggly creature, munching away on leaves. But then, something extraordinary happens. The caterpillar wraps itself in a cozy blanket, which we call a cocoon. It takes a long nap, and when it wakes up, it has transformed into a beautiful butterfly. It's like a fairy tale, isn't it? And it's not just butterflies. Frogs, beetles, and even some birds go through metamorphosis. They change their bodies to adapt to their new lifestyles. Isn't it fascinating how some creatures completely transform as they grow? Now, let's head to our final stop. Here we are at the plains of photosynthesis. Ever wondered how plants eat? They don't have mouths, or do they? Well, not like us anyway. Plants have a superpower. They make their own food. Can you imagine making a sandwich from just sunlight? That's what plants do, in a process we call photosynthesis. Imagine the sun as a giant, glowing sandwich maker in the sky. The plants reach out with their green leaves, soaking up the sun's energy. Then they take a deep breath of air, absorbing carbon dioxide. And finally, they sip up water from the ground through their roots. All these ingredients come together inside the plant, and voila! They've made their food, a kind of sugar that gives them energy to grow. So plants have their unique way of making meals, don't they? And with that, our thrilling science safari comes to an end. What was your favorite part of the adventure?